Hey there, I'm Incomp. This is the first video from our new editor, Key. Today's skin is the latest one by Garen. He's one of the biggest skinners around, with skins like Yugen, Crystallized, Techno Candy, Pendule Future, Headphone Actor, Jet Set Radio Future, and Eastern Dream under his belt. After around 2 years of focusing on his personal life, he has returned and released TechnoVELLEITY, which is what I will be talking about in this review. With that history lesson out of the way, let me get started. As far as I can tell, Garen has always gone for a slick and minimalistic style, but not at the cost of showing off some cool designs. The screen is littered with those. Up top, you will notice that the selection tabs have been skinned. They've been given a blue to white gradient, which matches a blue line up the top section really well. Garen could have skinned over this whole section, but choosing to work with it was a better call. The song buttons have this futuristic background with a similar blue gradient from the selection tabs, just in the opposite direction. I like the bit on the left edge of the buttons. The back button has a smooth shine effect, which looks cool without being obnoxious. Personally, I would slow down the animation so that the shine occurs less frequently, but that would require a bunch of copy-pasted frames and could bloat file size. The bottom section really highlights two things, the back button and the profile section. The intricate design on them is awesome. I could see stuff like this being used for ranks in a competitive game. The background of the bottom section has a design similar to that of the song buttons, centered on your profile. The colors seem to be a rainbow gradient, but edited to actually look good. The bottom buttons are just text with some glowy highlights. They have these blue splotches on them, except for the mods button. It's not really noticeable, but it seems to be a mistake nonetheless. The mod icons are good. They are very easy to read and tell apart from each other, and they have a good presentation. The ranking screen is pretty damn good. He's even skinned the very top part, applying a very subtle gradient across it. The panel consumes the rest of the screen. The left side gets the design from the previous screen's song buttons and bottom section along with the same gradient. The right side only has those in the grade header. The grade itself is sectioned off so that the matte background is more visible. Garen has moved the ranking title from the top right to the center of the screen, which is a creative way to make up for the empty space that would otherwise be there. It also makes for a great separator, as you can see. Speaking of stuff that you can see, take a look at the bar above the combo and accuracy headers. Do you see how it just cuts off on the right? Well, that allows the back button to mesh into the panel seamlessly. This is how you integrate your back buttons into your ranking screens. That line also doubles up as a way to provide further organization to the whole screen, making it look like a lot more than a bunch of numbers in an empty void. The graph's design is clever on its own. By only drawing a few edges of the graph box, Garen lets your brain complete the rest of the shape. It's kind of like this and how you can see the letter E. Lastly, I would like to mention the outline that's all around the inside of the screen. It makes this feel less like a screen and more like one big ass panel. Well, it's Garen, so you know that the gameplay is going to be as good as it gets. That's how it was for Yugen, and that's how it is for TechnoVELLEITY. The hit circles have a very readable design with a glossy effect on them similar to the default skin. One facet of the skin is how unique things are without being obstructive or otherwise detrimental to the gameplay. The combo numbers stays far out of your way, and so do the score numbers. The accuracy has been centered on the screen, which is a cool touch, though this is far from the first skin to do it. What also stays out of your way is the pass and fail icons. It's rare for skins to do that. These slider ticks are nice, matching the slider borders. The follow circle is very bright and pretty. It reminds me of Sky. The health bar has a really interesting look to it, despite being tucked away in the corner of your screen. The cursor doesn't get lost at all. I think the trail is awesome, as it includes the white center of the cursor. At first, the hit sounds were pretty distracting and annoying to me. It took me less than 10 minutes to get used to them, so it's not like they put a huge damper on things. However, these sounds are loud. They won't get drowned out by any song. They're original too. The pause and fill screens are noteworthy. The titles have been moved to be along the side of the screen, similar to the title from the ranking panel. I think the off-balance design here is super cool, and it's done very well here. Lastly, the field music is cool as shit. The spinner is also noteworthy. There's a lot on the screen, but nothing takes your focus away. The key input area looks great altogether, nothing to complain about. The song selection gets a 5. It's a strong mix of colors while still adhering to the skin's theme. The one fault I could find, the inconsistent mods text, isn't something that players will notice without actively looking for shit to pick out. It is extremely minor. The ranking screen gets a 5. The creativity here, combined with how well made everything is, leaves no room for a complaint. Gameplay gets a 5. All of the elements that you don't interact with stay out of your way. This is the kind of thing that generic minimalistic skins don't have, and that puts TechnoVELLEITY head and shoulders above them. Furthermore, the unique designs, such as the HP bar and the hit circles, only serve to increase the gap even more. Overall, TechnoVELLEITY gets a 5. Visuals and playability get a 5.